Welcome back to my YouTube channel. We're going to be reviewing actually a big favorite of mine, Cetaphil products. I do work with their parent company, Galderma, who make some of the fillers and Botox, but I'm a big fan of their skincare. Let's talk a little bit about the history of Cetaphil. So I took the whole Cetaphil product range on my holiday to Greece with my 2 kids and my wife, and we all used the Cetaphil products. So it's actually, all these products can be used by the whole family, but their history is really important. It was founded in 1947 by a pharmacist, and the name is really interesting because it's a reflection of the brand. So the last bit, the PHIL in Greek means love, and the Cet is a shortened version for cetyl alcohol, which is one of the best emollients within skincare, so building the skin barrier. So essentially, Cetaphil means love your skin barrier. That's what it means, or love moisturizing. And that's exactly what the ethos of the brand is. So we're all really familiar with their gentle skin cleanser, or even the simple moisturizing cream or lotion that you've seen in pharmacies for numerous years. But Cetaphil in recent years have released more products in line with becoming a very fan favorite for dermatology brands. So the first product is the Gentle Skin Cleanser. So this is the one that you probably all know and love. And actually, if you look on pack, it tells you exactly what this product does and exactly what the brand does, because it defends against the 5 signs of skin sensitivity. So Cetaphil will say it's a weakened skin barrier, dryness, roughness, irritation, and tightness of the skin. So how does it do this? Well, it does this by a specific blend of ingredients. So they're dermatologist-backed. Niacinamide is always a firm favorite, so vitamin B3, that will not only help repair the skin barrier, but also reduce the amount of pigmentation that you're going to get in terms of daily UV exposure. You'll have some panthenol in there, so vitamin B5, which is a lot more hydrating, and it's a glycerin-based formulation, so it helps sensitive skin. This is clinically proven to help with hydration and protect against drying. So when you're cleansing with normal, let's say purifying gel cleansers, you probably see on my channel, I talk about IS Clinical, which is a gel-based cleanser. It's great for cleaning everything, but it really does sometimes dry the skin barrier. It's a great cleanser, but I would only use that once. Cetaphil, you can use 2 or 3 times a day. So for example, if you've gone to the gym and you want a little quick cleanse afterwards in the middle of the day, Cetaphil is quite a good one because it won't damage your skin barrier. When I was using this on holiday, just remember it was a little bit hot, it's a little bit humid. I have naturally oily skin. So for me, this gentle skin cleanser, I felt didn't give me as much of a cleanse, but I would use this product if you're acne prone and you've got those signs of an impaired skin barrier. If you've got oily skin, we'll talk about which products that you can use. You know, this is a very simple formulation that's non-drying, won't irritate, does exactly what it says on the tin. It's dermatologist recommended. It's perfect for a sensitive skincare brand. And there's no surprise because it won the 2021 Allure Best of Beauty Award. So this is one of the superstar products, and it should be in your regime, because say if you're starting a retinol, and you've got a little bit more sensitive skin, maybe cleanse your skin with this for a few days just to help repair your barrier. Say if you've been out in the sun too long and you've had some sunburn, maybe you'd want to use this to cleanse your skin than some of the other stripping acids that you might have in your cupboard. So the next product that you'll probably be familiar with is the Moisturising Lotion. I've seen this on counters in pharmacies for a really long time, and it's actually one of their stable products. If you look on the pack, yes, it's got those simple ingredients that help with skincare barriers. So niacinamide, avocado oil, panthenol, and vitamin E. So we've talked about all of those benefits that they are for the skin. And again, it's a very simple formulation. You've got some oils in there which are fantastic. So Persea gratissimo oil, Helianthus aniseed oil, as well as the favorite, so cetyl alcohol. So this is going to be a lovely moisturizer that you can use on your skin, and this can be used on face and body. So, you know, sometimes I put it in my hands because I wash my hands like 50, 60 times a day seeing patients. And it's great for hands to just restore the barrier and make sure they don't appear so dry. I use it on elbows, arms, practically everywhere. It's a nice formulation. If you have sensitive skin, this is great because a lot of people talk about this SA smoothing cream from CeraVe, but I actually prefer this one because this SA smoothing cream sometimes irritates my skin, and where I've got very sensitive skin, I like using this moisturizer on face and body. So again, if you've stripped your skin barrier and you need to repair it, you've got to use this range because you can use the Gentle Skin Cleanser, just use this moisturizing lotion, and you can do that twice daily, obviously putting SPF in the daytime, and you will be guaranteed to completely restore your natural skin barrier in 1 week. And the reason why it's guaranteed is because they've done the research and they can actually claim that they do that, which is fantastic. So this is a great product if you've got dry to normal skin and sensitive skin. This is the skin type that you're going to be looking for. Again, it's been designed to be paired with a Gentle Skin Cleanser, which again is for dry to normal sensitive skin. But if you've got an impaired skin barrier, Cetaphil have done the research that if you use the Gentle Skin Cleanser, the Moisturizing Lotion, and you use that twice daily, you will repair your barrier in a week. And that's how long it takes. So say if you've had a retinoid reaction, use these things for a week and it will repair your skin. And then you can sometimes include some more actives later on as your skin gets a little bit stronger. Further than that, 94% of users, when they just use this cream once, like I did just on camera, you can immediately see that the skin is a lot more hydrated after one use, which is fantastic. The only thing I would say is that obviously within the ingredients there's some dimethicone. Silicones are not terribly bad for the skin, sometimes they get a bad rap, but I personally will always say that, you know, we want to protect the world and hopefully they change the formulation and replace the silicone as time goes by because we've got to look after our planet. So the next product that you'd use after cleansing is your Healthy Radiance Brightness Refresh Toner. So this is one of the new products that I was unaware of before I trialed this range. It's more for patients with uneven skin tones. So it's designed to like kind of illuminate the skin complexion for softer, smoother skin. It leaves the skin with almost like a non-sticky feel. So it's quite refreshing, and especially when I was on holiday, I found this really quite refreshing after using a cleanser. Also, because the Gentle Skin Cleanser is not a foaming cleanser, I felt like I needed this toner to get a little bit more clean, especially if you've been layering up with SPF on a daily basis, then multiple times a day, then you really want to kind of use a toner. And this was quite nice. They say on pack that it hydrates, refreshes and brightens skin visibly, more even skin in 4 weeks. And it's got, again, a nice simple formulation. You've got the niacinamide in there, you've got the glycerin in there, which are great for building that skin barrier, also refreshing and brightening the skin with the niacinamide. You've got citrus acid extract, you've also got cicer seed extract in there, so all great things for the barrier. And then you've also got the Trichoma matsutake extract, which is a mushroom extract, which is a great ingredient to help brighten the skin. So it gives you that little bit more of a luminous look and also reduces pigmentation. It's got the white seed daffodil in there as well, which also brightens the skin. And it tends to be used sometimes with cleansers, white seed daffodil, just to help. It's almost like a brightening cleanser. So the fact they put it in a toner is quite a nice, refreshing, excuse the pun, it's a refreshing ingredient to add to a toner, which is fantastic. So this provides something that's a lot more different to everything else in the range. So if you suffer from pigmentation, and especially if you've got a damaged skin barrier, if you're gonna have that, but in addition, you've got post-inflammatory pigmentation, or you've got things like eczema that cause a little bit more pigmentation on the skin, then using this toner will gently help resolve that. So the next product that actually I enjoyed using was the Healthy Radiance Brightness Reveal Creamy Cleanser. So it's for uneven skin tone, but this is actually quite a nice formulation because the consistency was really good. So when you put it on the hands, you mix it with a little bit of water. It is a cream cleanser, but it actually foams up a little bit, and that's why I like it. So compared to the Gentle Skin Cleanser, I felt like I was cleansing my skin a lot more. I didn't feel like I needed to probably use a toner afterwards. But it's a non-drying formulation, left my skin feeling quite soft and smooth, a little bit more radiant. Contains the standard ingredients that we see across the whole range, so niacinamide, white sea daffodil oil, which put together helps skin brighten. It's fragrance-free, non-comedogenic, so it's going to help with people with congested skin, so like blackheads, whiteheads as well, and also just generally if you have a little bit more oily skin and it's not too, and you don't want to strip things too much, this is quite a nice cleanser and you really feel a little bit more kind of, let's say, clean after you use it. So my wife used it and she did say that, you know, with double cleanse it will take off makeup, which is actually a good thing. And it's got a nice blend of acids, so like stearic acid, myristic acid, which are both fatty acids which help cleanse but then still supplement that skin barrier, which is fantastic. Some great extracts in there as well. And overall, actually, if you want that sort of nighttime creamy cleanser before you're going to put on something like retinol, this is not a bad one actually. Smell very neutral. Not as refreshing as something like the toner that they have. So if you want a bit more of a refresh, then possibly in the morning time you can use a toner afterwards. But when I used it, I didn't feel like I needed to use a toner, just needed to use it once. And like they say on pack, it's a gentle foaming cleanser that washes away dullness, revealing brighter radiant skin. And it removes dead skin cells, daily dust, impurities and pollution particles without disrupting the skin barrier, and that's pretty much what it does. So it's a great little cleanser. I enjoyed using it, and my skin obviously didn't react because there's nothing in here that would really even react with your skin. The ingredients list is extremely clean. So yeah, nice little product. So as you know, I was on holiday, and when you're on holiday you need some SPF, so minimum 30. Everyone talks about using kind of 50 plus and how that's a real, you know, you need to do it. But to be honest, you gotta reapply the SPF 2 or 3 times daily anyway when you're on holiday. And SPF 30 is normally a lot easier to layer. But I use the SPF Daily Defense Moisturizer SPF 50 from Cetaphil. Designed of course for sensitive skin, but actually I thought it was quite lightweight, easily absorbed. Obviously with every SPF, with my beard, I have some issues, kind of massage it in. I have some white hair, but then it kind of made my hair look even more white. But yeah, you can massage it in. It doesn't take ages. You don't get left with that chalky texture, which is fantastic. And obviously the SPF is gonna help defend like damaging sun rays. They've got those micronized titanium dioxide particles, which are great because they obviously have that reflective quality, but also it's not so chalky, which is great. So it absorbs really quickly with no white residue, which is a must for a lot of people. Obviously it's got the standard ingredients, so it's got the glycerin, essential vitamin E to nourish the skin. Of course it's dermatological tested, but more than that, it's non-comedogenic. And that's one issue that a lot of my acne patients have, is that what SPF do I use that doesn't break me out? And you know, this is very unlikely to break you out. And if you look at the Inky list, it really doesn't have anything in there that's gonna really cause more spots. So you can safely put a nice thin layer of your skin. The only thing, if you've got very, very compromised skin, is the inclusion of dimethicone, so silicone in there. And that might, if you're in an inflammatory cascade, you know, that might exacerbate things, but that's a very small point. You know, if I had to not like skincare that didn't have silicone in it, then I wouldn't have any products left. But like I said, with silicone, hopefully it changes in the formulation, because we really need to start protecting our planet. So the next product was the one that I was actually most excited about. It's the Oily Skin Cleanser. So it's for oily to combination sensitive skin, which is basically my skin type. So I was like, this is great. It's a gel to foam formula, foamed really quickly when you put it on the hands, removes excess oil, dirt, skin debris, even the SPF that's been layered up, and it's designed to deeply cleanse and minimize pores without stripping the skin. So I was like, this is fantastic. It's got all the usual Cetaphil ingredients in there, the niacinamide, the panthenol, to preserve the skin barrier, clinically proven to deep clean without leaving the skin dry, which is fantastic. And then as I'm putting it on, I was like, this smells really nice. And I remember using it after the daily cleanser, which obviously smells very neutral. There's almost no smell at all. And then suddenly smelling this nice kind of like lemony, fresh smell. And then I was like, this smells too good to be true. And then I looked down the Inky list and I was like, okay, this looks good. We've got some like sort of coconut in there. We've got the panthenol, niacinamide, pentolactone. And then I stumbled across the last few ingredients, which was the linalool and the citric acid, and geraniol. I'm like, okay. I mean, they're in a lot of products that want to be fragrance free and they want to have that nice sort of lemony scent. But sometimes for people with a lot of sensitivity, it can irritate the skin, only in a small amount of patients. But then I read that there was perfume in here, and I was really disappointed because that just goes against everything that Cetaphil really are for. And I'm not sure how you can say that it's fragrance free when you've got perfume in it. So, you know, hopefully these guys can clear it up, but that was disappointing because, you know, it felt really nice and it smelled really good, as most products with perfume do, because they evoke that sort of sentimental, you know, kind of experience. But if you've got sensitive skin, I would stay away from the oily skin cleanser. So the next product, which actually probably was the product I really most enjoyed using, and one of the new ones, is the Moisturizing Cream. So it's designed for very dry to dry sensitive skin, and as you know, I have oily skin, but I still love some moisture. Everyone loves that sort of rich cream, especially when it's packed with niacinamide, panthenol, hydrating glycerin. It just helps really nicely. They've also done some research looking at it, and there was significant skin barrier improvement in 3 days with complete restoration in 1 week, which is great. And on pack, they do say it fully restores the skin barrier and hydrates for 48 hours. And actually, yeah, I did find that. Even on areas like my hands, it was actually fantastic. So it's a non-greasy cream when you're using it, specially formulated with a kind of like slightly different kind of collection of ingredients. So yeah, you've got all the ones that you know with Cetaphil. You've got the niacinamide, you've got the panthenol, you've got the glycerin, but then they've added some nice things like sweet almond oil, which is great to help with the skin barrier. And if you look at the Inky list, yes, you've got aqua, glycerin, petrolatum. And with petrolatum, you can kind of like use this. And what I use it is with, after I put my retinol on, I put the moisturizing cream over the top as like a mini kind of sandwich method. And it's great to restore the skin barrier, especially if you're using retinol and you're in the sun. So, which, you know, is really, really useful. You've got dimethicone in there, so you've got some silicone, and obviously, you know, that's a running theme throughout the products, and hopefully, you know, they take my advice on board and just kind of like reduce the use of silicone. But yes, the great seed oils, niacinamide in there, it's fantastic. There's nothing there that's going to catch us out and make us something more sensitive. So again, no perfume. Thank God there was no perfume, thank God. Because actually this is one product that I would take away. So one ingredient that I noticed in these products is the rhododendron chrysanthemum leaf extract. And as we know, it goes without saying that Cetaphil is fragrance free. But what is sometimes really disappointing for me in many skincare products is that they say, I'm fragrance free, I'm this free, I'm this free, I'm this free. And actually, there's nothing in the product. Because if you put the ingredients that work in, unfortunately, a lot of these efficacious ingredients don't smell great. So what companies either do is put those ingredients at such a low concentration for like the whole formulation that really the product doesn't really do much, but it ticks the boxes, or they put it at higher in essentially concentration. It smells crap, and then actually you then add in sort of a allergen-free fragrance. But what's refreshing about what Cetaphil have done is that they've increased the concentrations of the ingredients, But what they've done is include the rhododendron chrysanthemum leaf extract, which is in itself a fragrance, a smell masker. So it's a masking agent. So there's that sort of bad smell that you might get from ingredients that are a little bit more powerful. It helps soften that without having fragrance in there. And at the same time, this extract helps soothe and protect the skin. So it's like a 2-in-1, it's a double. So, you know, formulating my own skincare, I use ingredients such as this and masking agents instead of obviously just using fragrance. And it takes a while to find the right one. So it shows that they've really thought about the product. They've stuck to the ideals of having fragrance-free, but still at the same time, they've got good concentrations of active ingredients without essentially changing the experience of using it. And you know, it smells fine when you use it. It smells quite refreshing. So what are my favorite products from the range, and what would I use and when would I use them? Well, let's start with the Gentle Skin Cleanser. So say if you are compromised, if your skin barrier is compromised, then you would want to use a gentle skin cleanser for a few days just to restore your barrier. All you need to do is probably use it for about 3 days, layer up with the moisturizing lotion, and in the night time use the moisturizing lotion and then use the moisturizing cream. If you're severely damaged and if you've severely got a lot of irritation and sensitivity, then you'd probably use the moisturizing cream twice daily. If you suffer from post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, i.e. you're like a darker skin type like me, you've got irritation, and then you're getting a little bit more pigmentation, this is a great toner to add into your regime because you don't want to aggressively cleanse, but this helps you have that deeper cleanse, deeper tone, but also do what a toner should do, which is improve the luminosity of your skin and reduce the pigmentation. Which products would I stay away from? I was so excited about this product. The only product I would stay away from is the Oily Skin Cleanser, mainly because it goes against the brand. I'm not sure why they put the perfume in there. I'm not sure why they felt the need to add that sort of lemony citrus smell, because it just goes, it's so different from every other product. So, and look, if you do have a damaged skin barrier, I would stay away from this product. But the rest of the range is fantastic. Yes, they are simple formulations, but they're designed to be gentle for sensitive skin. So if you've got sensitive skin and you just want to repair your skin barrier so that later on you can use more actives, Cetaphil is your go-to range. If you're so sensitive and you're in that sort of cycle of, you know, kind of allergies and the skin is really kind of hot and inflamed, then Cetaphil is going to be your go-to choice to get you back on track. Is it going to change your skin dramatically? Is it going to reduce pigmentation dramatically? No. Is it going to help with patients with the impaired skin barrier that have acne? Yes. Is it going to help with skin aging? Not really. So it has a specific place in your regime, but you should definitely buy the products that I just talked about because they have a lot of use, especially if you are using actives in your, for example, up titrating your retinol, so you're increasing your retinol concentration or you're using a stronger retinoid, then using these things as a sandwich method is fantastic. So I know insider knowledge that Cetaphil are going to expand a little bit more. They're going to actually have some products with some actives in there. So stay tuned. When they come out, we'll do a review. If you have any more questions about Cetaphil, about the Cetaphil range, just let me know in the comments below. If you want me to rate any other types of skincare, let me know too. And if you have any specific questions, just let me know. But don't forget to like and subscribe. Subscribe is really important because then you know which videos are being released when.